so far in this single season?
A lot about myself. So I was actually engaged.
You were engaged?
Yeah,
okay.
I was engaged, and I lived in LA.
Okay.
And I was in a very comfortable life.
Okay.
And there were things that I experienced in my relationship, and I didn't really understand why.
Okay.
And it wasn't nothing to do with him. It was like me. Like it was a lot of things that like maybe I was like insecure about, or maybe things that like I.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Compassion Diaries Season 2. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I can't say it enough. Truly couldn't do this without your guys' support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm your host, Melissa, and today is June 28th. I do want to give a special shout out to my firstborn, my only daughter, Darlene. Happy birthday. We love you so much. Woo! Can't believe you're 22, babe. And I can't wait for you to listen to this podcast with my friend Jasmine. So we have Jasmine in the house. What's up, girl?
Hello.
Hello. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so happy just to hear your testimony.
I'm excited to be here. A little nervous, but
Yes.
I'm very excited to be here.
Aww. And that's normal, girl. Like everyone that comes on here is always nervous. But at the end, they're like, oh my gosh, like it was great.
Yeah.
Like they felt good about doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. Aw. Well, Jazz, how's your week been? What you been up to? What's new?
Life's been good. It's
Life
been
been
very
lifing'.
life been lifing. Okay, life will life. That's
Yes.
what it will do. But life has been good. I've been just working. I have a 6-year-old that keeps me very, very busy. And just kind of like working in my passion. And
Yes.
I've like we were telling you a little bit earlier is like started writing a book.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time mom, full-time at work.
Yeah.
And I was going to the gym, but I haven't in a while. But I will be back tomorrow for
There
sure.
you go. Monday.
Yeah. Just start back on Monday.
There you go. You got this.
But yeah, that's...
You look good, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So beautiful. Every time I see you, you're always well put.
Thank you.
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of
I do.
course.
You can't tell that I eat Chick-fil-A every night. Huh? No, I'm just kidding.
Except Sundays, right?
Except Sundays, because you can't do it on Sundays,
Exactly.
right?
Oh, I love it.
Absolutely.
Well, do you want to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, where you grew up and all that?
Yeah, so I'm 36, and I originally...
She don't look 36. Hello.
Hey.
Right?
I lived in LA, and about almost 3 years now, I would be now in the IE area.
Oh, it's been 3 years
It's
only?
been 3 years, yeah. So about 3 years ago, I had my life all set up, and I thought I knew what I was gonna do, and then I got blessed with a home. I had I was looking for a home, and I was looking like in like the LA area, and it was just so pricey.
Yeah, for older homes too.
Yeah, like they wanted a lot for a little bit of nothing.
Right. Yeah.
And I just continued to keep like looking further and further and further. My parents lived out here already, and I was kind of over it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was looking for a home for like almost 6 months, and I just
Wow, that's a long time.
yeah, I just was kind of over it. And my realtor was like, I'm gonna have you fill out an application for this new build. And I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
That works. I didn't think too much into it. So I just did the application, sent it on over. And then I just kind of kept going about life. And then I want to say like a week later, it was so funny. So I actually was talking to my mom. We were just talking about the whole me looking for a home. And I was like, you know what, Mom? Somebody's going to say, I want her to have this house. I'm gonna give me a house. It's gonna happen, Mom. And she was like, okay. And then maybe a week or two later, my realtor called me, and I was on vacation, and she was like, you got the house. Wow. And I was like, what house? I was like, I literally forgot about that. She was like, you got the new build. Like, you got the house. Go put down the deposit. It's yours. I said, what? Like, she was like, go put the deposit down tomorrow. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
Okay. So yeah, that's how I ended up in the IE area.
Look at that. When we least expect it.
Least
Look how God
expected.
works.
And so what's funny is I actually, they had already closed the applications for the building that I put the application in for.
Oh.
And I guess somebody dropped out last minute.
Wow.
And I guess my name was next. And
Wow.
the builder told my realtor, I guess he might have looked at all of my information. He was like, I want this woman to have this house.
Wow.
And I was like, so you speak it? You
Wow.
and God are connected?
Yes.
Y'all won?
Yes. Look at that.
And I ended up getting it that way.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went and put my deposit down, and the rest was history. So
yes.
I ended up, it like be 3 years now.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
a big milestone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And to call your place home.
To home, just a place for me and my baby.
Yes.
For us to just be free and comfortable. It's truly a blessing. Every day I walk in my home and I'm like, God, you're just like so good. Like, I don't care what's going on in my life.
Yes.
I just love the fact that I have a home to call my own.
Yes.
For my son to have his own room.
Yes.
Just a place for us to be us.
Yes.
So I'm like forever grateful.
Amen. That's so good, girl. So
yeah.
good. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's testimony number 1.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to hear other testimonies. I'm excited.
That was a big one for me.
Yeah,
because I just wasn't. I was comfortable.
Yeah, and that's the worst thing that we could do is get complacent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like when we're complacent, like you're just so content and you're stuck.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was comfortable with my life and how things were going, and this was going to create a lot of change for me. But I just felt like if God didn't want it for me, the door wouldn't have opened.
Right,
so
that's right.
I trust Him.
Oh, yes.
With everything that I do. So
that's good.
If this is where God wants me to go,
yes,
then this is where I'll go. And it ended up being 5 minutes away from my parents.
Girl, look at that. So, I bet your parents are happy about that.
Yeah, they get to be around my son, and they get to help out with and they really, they love, picking up my son from school, and
it takes a village.
It takes a village. Yes. I have no idea what I would have done if I didn't have my parents here with me.
God knew what you needed.
He knew exactly what I needed. And they're amazing.
So good.
They're amazing. They pick them up, they drop them off. They're like, they're a little bestie. Like, they hang out, they go get smoothies together. they do their own little thing.
They spoiled him more than they spoiled you growing up.
A lot of times we look and we're like, you weren't like this with us. You were very different. You were very different parents. But you could tell they're loving. They love being grandparents. So
I love
it worked out perfectly.
I know. Oh gosh. Thank God too for my in-laws, because it wasn't for them watching my kids, I don't know where we would be at.
They're truly a blessing.
Yes. And it shows us too that one day when we become grandparents, how to be to our children's kids, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that.
100%.
So you're the oldest of 3.
Yes.
Wow. How was that growing up, just being the oldest?
I felt like being the oldest, I probably grew up pretty fast when my siblings came, because I think I went right into mommy mode and taking care of them. I watched them a lot. So
did that prepare you for motherhood?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I didn't realize it until I had my son. And I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. I used to do this all the time.
Yeah.
So growing up, it was fun. And then we all got to a certain age where my brother and I are 15 years apart, and then my sister and I are 10 years apart.
Okay.
So we're all different parts of our lives, completely
seasons.
Different seasons.
Yeah.
So as time went on, we bickered and stuff like all siblings do, but I think we're all now at a really awesome place where we all understand each other, and we're able to. My sister and I have gotten a lot closer since probably in the past 3 years, because I think we just kind of understand each other, and we're kind of like little best friends. We didn't feel that probably that way years ago, but as we gotten older, I think I understand her a lot more. She understands me a lot more. And then like our brother, he's he's sprinkled in there
He's
with us from time to time. But even with him too, like
yeah.
we have our own little group chat on the side, and
Oh, I
we
love
have our own
that.
little like relationship, which I'm really appreciating.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I'm sure they appreciate and adore you
Yeah,
and being led by just a beautiful older sister, you know?
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
They're pretty
So,
lucky.
right? So, when in your life, Jazz, did you know the Lord or even have a relationship with Him? Like,
Um,
did you guys grow up that way? Where
all
did the
my life,
foundation start? Nice.
all
I
my
love that.
life. My mom's best friend, um, his dad had like a church,
Okay.
and I don't really even call her as my mom's best friend. I call her my aunt because I feel like she's my aunt.
Yeah.
And they were best friends before I was even thought of.
Wow.
So my mom has been in the church because of that. And then just as a family, we've just been to the same church for
Wow.
since the beginning of time. So, yeah, definitely familiar with church life
Yes.
and the Bible and
Mm.
being faithful and
Yes.
obedience and surrender,
Mm.
like all of those things, very
Mm-hmm.
much so, is a big part of my life and has
That's
been instilled
good.
in me.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
yeah, all my life.
Oh, that's so good. So
Yeah.
good. So how do you do all that you do? You know, being a mommy, a full-time employee, and then you just shared right now, we have an author, y'all. Can't wait for it to get into that. But how do you do all that you do?
God,
Amen.
100%.
Yes.
It's just spending. It's just I would just say spending a lot of time with God.
Yes.
So I did write a book, and it's called The Single Season.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
girl.
It's so weird saying it out loud
Yes.
because it's like happening, and it's
You're
just
like, man, is this
it's
real?
just real. It's just
Yes.
so interesting,
Uh-huh.
but in a good way. But
Wow.
through my single season, I think I just spent I've been spending a lot of time with God and
Yes.
just learning like how to properly spend time with Him and dedicate a certain amount of time a day with Him.
That's good.
I prioritize it. I just yeah, and it just works daily. I
Yes.
spend time with my son.
Yes.
I go to work, I do my thing,
Yeah.
and then like just now, like I guess I say like the past 2 years, like the season that I've been in, I've just been spending. I don't know. I've been like taking a lot of time to understand myself and God
Okay.
and our relationship. And
Okay.
the more that I feel like I'm getting confident and stronger in that,
That's
I feel
good.
like it's just kind of working. And it's just kind
Yes.
of working out. So
Yes. What have
that's
you learned so far in this single season?
a lot about myself. So I was actually engaged.
You were engaged.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was engaged. And I lived in LA,
Okay.
and I was in a very comfortable life.
Okay.
And there were things that I experienced in my relationship, and I didn't really understand why.
Okay.
And it wasn't nothing to do with him. It was like me. Like it was a lot of things that like maybe I was like insecure about, or maybe
Okay.
things that like I was like looking for this person to feel for me.
Yes.
There was a lot of those things that were happening. And then once we decided to call off the engagement,
Okay.
I ended up moving out here.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time getting to understand who I am and why I do the things that I do and where it stemmed from
Okay.
and how I show up in the world because of those things.
Okay.
And what have I learned about myself? Okay, I got a list of things. I've learned that through this season that I'm extremely passionate about development, and I'm really passionate about helping people get themselves to the next level.
I love that.
I noticed with spending like a time by myself and just observing myself that
Yes.
when I get to talking about developing and helping people see their superpower, I can talk
Yes.
for hours. Like I could
Wow.
just keep going and going and going because it's something I
Yes.
truly, truly believe in.
Yes.
And it just flows. And I've heard somebody, I can't remember who said it, was like, if there's something that you would do for free, that's your passion. Like that's your
Wow.
thing.
Yes.
So I learned that about myself, which has been like amazing because I didn't really know what my purpose was. And I feel like this learning that helped me understand my purpose. So I'm like, okay, I like to help and develop
Yes.
people. How can I do this at work?
Yes.
Which we do at work,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
We do it with our team.
Yep.
But how can I do this outside of work? And I thought about all kind of different things I can do, but I love to read.
You love to read.
I love to read.
Oh,
I'm a
love
bookworm.
that. Oh, I
Yeah.
never knew that about you.
Yeah.
I love. Are there any certain books you love to read?
Self-help books. Self-help books are like my jam. Like any one
Wow.
of them that you can think of, I've read because I just really love
Wow.
that. So it kind of like, I think that's what started me with like writing the book was because
Wow.
I love to read and I want to
Yes.
help develop people and help empower people. So I'm like, why not? So I was like, what do I write about?
Yes.
I was like, why don't I write about the very thing that I'm going through right now?
Yeah.
And it's just being in my single season. So I wrote a book that if I had this book 2 years ago, it would have been extremely helpful to me.
It would have helped you.
It would have helped me so much. So in the
Wow.
book, I just talk about things like us proving,
Okay.
you know, or us trying to like overprove in situations because we think that's what we're supposed to do. And the more that you chase, you kind of like, it goes away. But
Yeah.
the more that you're confident in who you are, you start to attract what you're supposed to, what's
Right.
aligned to you.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Got it.
I thought like if I just prove,
Yeah.
then I would get what I'm supposed to get. And
Got it.
that's not how that happens.
Right.
I learned to fill my own void that like I maybe have looked in relationships for people to do to make me happy
Right.
and I think I learned you make yourself happy and whatever the person you're with is just cherry on top.
Yes.
But you fill your void.
That's good.
That's you know, I've been learning that. So it's like whatever hobbies that you have or things that you're into, like you're responsible for you.
Yes.
You're also responsible for your own healing. That's no one else's responsibility.
Yes.
So things may have happened to you when you were younger.
Yeah.
But that you could either use it as a crutch or you could use that as like, okay, this happened. These were the cards that was dealt. This is how what I'm gonna do to correct that,
Yes.
to work on that, to be more aware of that.
Right.
So
to get
that
better.
to get better at
That's
that.
good.
So that you don't go into the next relationship looking for this person
Yeah.
to heal you.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of what my book entails is just, you know, sometimes like what the topic is and then where it came from,
Yeah.
the root cause, and then how to rewire your brain, and honestly. And
Wow.
like that's a scripture that I don't know a lot of us like really like dig too much into, but that scripture it's the rewiring of your mind. The world's gonna program you with all the stuff that they program
Yeah.
you with, but the renewing of your mind.
Yes.
Abundance, not lack. We serve a
Yes.
God that is abundant.
Oh, yes.
He can do all things.
That's right.
So if we're like operating in lack all the time,
Right.
then we kind of wonder why we're in lack. It's like
Yes.
because you forgot who your dad is.
That's so good.
Your dad, he's an abundant God. He can do
Right.
exceedingly and abundantly.
Yes.
You know, so let's operate in that.
Yes.
And then you will get the things that you're aligned with.
I love that. Such a good reminder. Tap into that a lot of us don't know that we have already at the feet of him, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That's so good.
And I have a little fun in the book because that's just who I am. So I can be like a little like fun or silly at times, but I talk about like dating and just like the modern dating world, which is
how
so
it is now.
interesting. But just like, you know, after going through a lot of the chapters of understanding where these things stem from, the book, I mean, there's a chapter where we talk about dating and it talks about how to apply the things that you've learned in those chapters to modern dating.
Wow.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so get into that. There's a prayer in there. There's some. I drop a few scriptures in there, because it's obviously always going to be rooted in God.
Yes.
And that's who helped me write this book. So
Yes.
that, yeah, I can go on and on
How
about
long
what
did
I've
it take you
learned.
to write this book?
I would say like probably the past 2 years, just writing a lot of like notes and
Yes.
a lot of walks with God and just kind of reflecting. And then I think one day I just was like, write the book. Just go ahead and do it. Like, just go ahead and do it. You never know.
So good.
You'll
so
never know
good.
who your story can touch.
Yes.
And I think like 3 years, it was like 3 years ago, I was sitting in the living room and I was talking to my best friend and I said that to her. I was like, I think I'm going through this season to like help other women.
Wow.
I think that's what
I believe
my
that.
story is.
Yes.
I'm supposed to share this.
Yes.
Because you can't make this stuff up.
No.
The stuff that is going on, you can't make it up. And I said that to her and I was like, I think I'm supposed to share my story. So
look at that.
I'm sharing it. I'm being obedient.
Beautiful. Yes.
You know, as vulnerable and as, you know, it is, I'm being obedient and hopefully can put something into the world that can really like help women.
Yes.
You know, I think when I first got into my single season, I thought like, oh, like I'm going to find me a man and he's just going to walk into my job one day and he's going to say, you,
right?
I've been looking for you all my life. I'm your knight in shining armor. And that's not how that works.
Yeah.
It didn't work like that at all.
Right.
And instead of me like looking for the next, you know, who my husband would be, I actually found a lot myself.
Look at that.
And I just want to help other women find themselves before we go out and try to be in relationships with people. Like, just take the time to kind of learn some stuff about yourself. And, how you show up and you know, we'll love the kind of love you bring.
Yes.
That's hopefully what I'm trying to convey in my book.
I love that. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
So how can our viewers out there purchase your book when it does launch?
It actually publishes tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure by the time this drops, it will be on Amazon.
Okay.
It's on it's live right now on the Kindle.
Okay.
Yeah, but
send me the link, girl.
I will send you the
so that I
link.
can attach it to this episode.
Yes. I will definitely do so. Oh my God, that makes me so like that's like, so
this
cool.
Is real.
This is real. This
yes.
is real.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need you to sign and give me
all that
your autograph.
Oh my God.
Girl.
I know my friends were like, "Are you gonna have a book signing?" Or I'm like,
"You should."
I don't know. Like, I honestly just complete honesty. I just wrote the book because I was like, I just want to be able to help a woman, like just a woman that like that was really my thought. So when you tell your friends and your family, they're like turned up for you, like, oh, like how can I help?
Yeah.
So when people ask, I'm like, oh yeah, like I can see the link, yeah, for sure. Like just learning to be a receiver.
Yes,
I'm learning that. I'm still learning that in my season.
That's so good. How many chapters did you write?
It was start off with 20.
Okay.
But it's 16.
Oh, okay, got it. So you condensed it.
I condensed it.
Got it.
Yeah. I want it to be like digestible and readable, but I feel like my favorite books are like the ones that kind of quickly hit it.
Yes.
But it had a lot of like meat and potatoes in there. So like that.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
You know, I love how vulnerable you were too, Jazz, in it, because that's what connects people together, right?
Yeah.
People say out there that they may never ever read the Bible or ever go to church, but they'll know Jesus through you and through your life.
Yeah.
And when you're vulnerable and transparent like that, then like people feel that through our stories, and that's how we're all connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things like I feel like I am getting better at, but like I'm still working on.
Yes.
The whole vulnerability piece because, single mom, you're like, I got it together. I do this. I make it happen. You don't want people to see you sweat. Like you just, and, my best friend had to actually tell me like that. She was like, when you are vulnerable and you like kind of let that down and like let people in, that's how people truly connect to you and understand you. No one's perfect.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to go into rooms that you're not perfect in and like they'll be able to see you and their story, and then like maybe they weren't a believer, but now they may be a believer because of
Yes.
your story.
Exactly.
And I was like, that's so true.
Yes, it's so
Okay.
true.
So I'm gonna put myself on the chopping block. Like
Yes.
I that works. So
Wow. Look at that. And it's true because when we have our walls up, then we won't have those relationships with people,
yeah.
right? And when you least expect it, like the testimony that you shared about your home, that's when God like just overflows.
Yeah.
So that he could get
100%.
the glory, right? Because if we get it on our timetable, then we give ourselves the glory,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
when it's based on his, he gets the
He
glory.
gets all the glory. All the
Yes.
time. Yeah.
That's
100%.
so good.
Yeah.
Wow. What else do you want to share? You shared about your home. You shared about this book, the season that you're in. You talked about patience, right? So before the podcast, I always love to pray with my guests to kind of see what's on their heart, and we truly just like to invite the Holy Spirit in just to overflow in this podcast, right? Because this is all for Him and not really for us.
Right.
But you prayed, or your prayer request, Jazz, was for patience. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more about that, if you're comfortable to?
Yeah. So I am in this season of mine, and I am learning. I'm asking God for patience because I know He's preparing something really amazing for me.
Yes,
And
yes.
I am a bit of a control freak.
Yeah, are we all like moms? We are as
Yeah.
leaders, you know?
Yeah, like I'm just, if I gotta have my hand on everything, I gotta know when it's gonna happen. I need a deadline. I need to know what's going on so I can operate properly.
Right, right.
And
As we think, right?
that's as we think, and that is not how God
Nope.
works
Nope.
at all. So, in my mind, I'm like, oh, like I probably would say probably as of like the past maybe a month prior, I was like, oh my God, like, God, why haven't you sent my guy? Like. And then I think I just had to stop worrying about it
Yeah.
and just like, he's preparing him. He's getting them
Yes.
together. He's getting them
Yes.
ready. He's probably going through the same kind of stuff that I'm going through. And just relax.
Yes.
And I think I'm learning to surrender.
Good.
And I guess I used to think like if I surrender, like tomorrow it should happen. And that's not how that works either.
Yeah.
So I'm learning like to just continue to surrender to God, to continue
Yes.
to like let him know and be real with him. Not trying to give like this pretty prayer, but like a real prayer. Like,
Yes.
God, I'm confused right now. God, this is a lot right now.
Okay.
But I trust you and I
Yes.
know you got me.
Yes.
And you've always gotten me.
Oh,
'cause
yes.
you've never failed me before.
Nope.
So I'm letting you know where I'm at. Like, so it's just having that conversation with him daily.
Yes.
I'm like, God, I know you're in control.
Yeah.
I know you are.
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of working through that. And then I think we were
Okay.
talking about earlier, anytime that you ask for something, you're not going to get it put on your lap.
Right.
You're going to be tested in it.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm
Oh, yeah.
asking for patience, I'm going to have to wait.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
going to stretch me a little bit. It's going
Yes.
to make me feel uncomfortable a little bit. But that's what he's producing in me.
Yes, that's good.
And that is like where I am, I think, in my life. There's just a lot of different things, career,
Yes.
my purpose,
Yeah.
just a lot of things that I'm looking for God to answer.
Okay.
And it's kind of a little bit silent right now.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna speak God's goodness.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
Good.
But yeah, I'm like, God, I just need your help with your patience. I
Yes.
know you are there. I know you
Yes.
can do all things, and I know
Yes.
you're not just sitting around waiting.
No.
Like you're preparing something for me. So I think
That's
I've
right.
been switching my thought process of like, oh, I'm not
Good.
waiting. I'm
Yes.
being prepared.
Good. That's so
like
good.
my mind switch now.
Yes.
Like, we've been thinking a certain way for like so long
Yeah.
that we don't really realize it. So we have this habit of sometimes just thinking of lack or whatever the case is, just because we've been taught that through, I don't know, maybe our parents taught us,
Yeah.
maybe whoever taught us along the way, and we start to think that, and that starts to be a habit, and you start to, and your subconscious runs 95% of the show. So
Yeah.
if I have this habit and it keeps, then I'll keep thinking like that. But now I'm like, I have to intentionally every day let myself know, like, you're not waiting, Jazz.
Right.
You're being prepared.
That's good.
You're
There
being
you
prepared,
go.
Jazz. Like,
Yes.
he's preparing you through, your finances. He's
Yeah.
preparing you through your job. He's preparing you in all these different ways. So just chill.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm telling you, when we
Yeah.
least expect it,
Yeah.
that's where God shows up, right? And he's sovereign, right? From the
Yeah.
moment that you were created in your mother's womb,
Yeah.
right? He already knew all the plans that he had for you and
Yeah.
all the plans for good,
Yeah.
right? And by him testing you silently
Yeah.
is just letting me know, like, oh, he's preparing you for something big,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
I can't wait to witness it and to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
And then one day you're going to look back and you'll be like, see, Mel, that's what God was doing all along.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
My pastor, I had like a public speaking coach,
Oh, I
and
love
she was
that.
like rooted in the word as well. So
Yes.
she was helping me with my public speaking, but she was like kind
Wow.
of preaching to me as well
Okay,
too, which
yeah.
was like amazing.
Wow.
And she said that like in one of my sessions, and she was like, it's good, Jasmine. Like, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, how everybody else see it?
Yeah. But I don't
Everybody
feel
else
it.
know, but I don't.
Yes.
And it's like, because I need to trust God. I just need to trust
Yes.
in what's gonna happen. So I'm like, all right, while I'm trusting, let me be obedient. Let me share
Yes.
my story. Let me
Yes.
help someone else. Let me be like outward. Let me
Right.
help others the best way that I can, until God is ready.
See, and that's beautiful because you could have been bitter. You could have isolated and be like, fine, God, you're making me wait. Then I'm just going
Yeah.
to wait quietly.
Yeah.
Right. But in that season that you're in, you're walking in obedience. And this is part of your worship where you're serving Him by the book that you're writing, by being on this podcast, sharing your story, going out of your comfort zone. You
Yeah.
know, has there been a time in your life, like from when you were a little girl, growing up, being a mother, working career, where you've ever had to wait for a prayer request that you could think of?
I think the home
Okay.
would probably be like my biggest,
Okay.
because I did not think it was possible.
Okay.
I didn't think
And then what did God do? You waited 6 months, but what did God do?
right when I took my hand off of it
Right.
is when he showed
Look at that.
right
at
when
that.
that happened.
Yeah.
He literally showed up.
Yeah.
So I think that's like my main one would be, I think I just prayed on it, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what, God, if you want me to have the house, you'll do what you'll do your thing.
Yes.
And when I like let it go, is it really when it happened.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I encourage you and other believers out there is because we could forget what God does for us in the mountaintops.
Yeah.
Right. And when we're in the valleys, we just forget what He's done.
Yeah.
Right. But I encourage you, if you are journaling or whatnot,
Yeah.
to write that down.
Yeah.
So that in seasons like this, when you are waiting, you could go back and be like, no, Lord, these are lies from the enemy. This is what you've done for
Yeah.
me in this season.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a really good journaling.
Yes.
I do love to journal.
Good.
That's something I for sure do.
Same.
I like to like read what I was talking about like months ago or
Yeah.
a year ago, and I'm like, man, and I think that encourages me. I was like, man,
Yes.
look how good God is. Like,
Yeah, that's it.
I was feeling this at this time, and like,
Yes.
look how He brought me out of that, or look
Yeah.
what ended up happening from that. Like, so I use my journaling also to encourage me.
That's
as
good.
well too.
That's good,
So,
Jazz.
yeah.
And what's also coming to me is I was a single mom, 2 older kids in the season during my life, right? And I didn't have a relationship with God. I grew up Roman Catholic, but really you just go to mass with no religion. I mean, all about religion, but no relationship, right?
Yeah.
And in that season, even when I met my husband now, he was preparing me to be his wife because I too became selfish and I too had my walls up because I was very protective with my older kids.
Yeah.
Right? And being a wife, now that I've learned in my walk, is that we have to submit a lot
Yeah.
to our husbands.
Yeah.
Right? And allow them to lead. And then they're expected by the word of God that husbands should love your bride as Christ loved the church.
Yeah.
Right? And many times, when I pray for my marriage, it's like, help me to submit to my husband, help me to serve my husband, to put him first. obviously after God and stuff like that. So as you're talking, that's what's coming to me as God is preparing you for your next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could
Wow.
definitely see that. Yeah.
Wow. I love that.
I'm receiving what you're saying right now. I'm like,
Yes.
that's so
Yes.
true. I can definitely see
Right?
that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Is there any advice out there you want to give to moms that are listening and whatever season that they might be in as well?
Yeah. I would say to just a single
Yeah.
mothers, maybe even if you're divorced, that this season that you're in is about you. And it's not about God holding you over to the side or he's ignoring you. It's not about that at all. You're given this time to really understand you and to get close to him and to understand his voice and to understand when he's speaking to you and when he's not speaking to you and to understand your body and to understand that, like, you know, sometimes we're around certain people and, like, you know, your body doesn't feel right and like we ignore it. And it's like, no, like you got to trust yourself. If your body's not feeling it, then there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
And you need to figure out what that is.
Okay, that's good.
So I would just say, like, this is not a bad season to be in. This is actually, like, probably the most transformative season you can be in if you allow it to be. So,
that's so good.
That would be my advice. Take this time for you, not manicures and pedicures and spa days, which are awesome too. I'm not gonna lie,
right?
But actually spend time with yourself. Actually dedicate daily time with yourself and just reflect. Sometimes there's so much going on. You go to work, you come home, then you got your home routine. Then it's by 8-9 o'clock. It's time to lay down, go to sleep, and then start this whole thing all over again in the next morning. And, like, just take maybe 10 minutes out of the day and just kind of tap in with yourself. Like, how do I feel today? What do I need from myself today? Opposed to, like, what do I need this person to do? What do I need from myself today? What would make Jasmine happy today? Would it be Chick-fil-A? Or, you know, do I just need to feel love today? And like what that looks like, and find that, because once you do, you'll be very confident in yourself and you won't allow anybody to just do anything to you. You'll be rooted in God, which is like, this is his life, right? We're just here as a vessel. We're here to do our thing. But this is his life, right? So just get to know yourself. That's and good. While you're waiting for, you know, your Prince Charming to come, just spend as much time as you can with yourself. And I think community also is really important too. So, like,
we need that.
You know, I think I'm experiencing love in a very different way. I'm not experiencing it romantically. I'm experiencing it through my son. I'm experiencing it through my siblings. I'm experiencing it through, like, work and, like, you know, how I just kind of deal with, like, my team at work or my friends. I'm experiencing love just a little bit differently, which is really cool, because I don't know if I paid that much attention. I mean, I paid attention to it, but
not like now.
Not
it's
like
more
now.
Intimate.
It's way more intimate.
I love that.
It's just, and this is your time for that.
Yeah.
Because you want to be rooted in that, and you want to have that as your structure, so that when you do get into a relationship, you don't lose that.
That's right.
Because that's the most important thing. So.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you for that.
That would be my advice. Yeah.
I love that. So, Jazz, what does compassion mean to you? This is part of season 2 where I'm asking my guests, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
I think compassion to me is just understanding that, you know, we all have a different story. And we all look at life a lot differently than the next person. No one's perfect. And we all have our, you know, our things about us. So when I think about compassion, is just being understanding to that.
I love
and
that.
Just being empathetic to that. That sometimes you hear someone's story and you're like, what? How could she do that? And it's like, let's have some compassion for that person, because
Yes.
we don't know what made her,
That
what
way.
got her to that point to make that
Yes.
decision. We have no idea. You're a
Right.
third party. So
Yep.
when I think of compassion, that's more so what I think of, is just understanding we all are on our walk and we're
Yeah.
all trying to figure it out. And
That's
we
it.
don't. There's no rule book to this. So
Right.
just
The
being
world
compassion.
just needs more compassion.
We just need
right?
more compassion and just
love that.
understanding and
Yeah.
empathetic to each other.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. So good. Such a good reminder, because we could be so quick to judge someone based on their energy or whatnot.
Yeah.
But then we forget, like, wait, hold on. They came in with this there's a story behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing's mistake. This is all, God put all this together, He orchestrated together. So
Yes.
if you come encounter with somebody who has a situation or something, instead of judging them, having compassion,
Yeah.
because maybe you were put in that place to be in that
that's
person's
good.
life.
I love that.
right? So
Yeah.
like, instead of being judging,
Yep.
let's open up, let's
Yeah.
connect, let's kind of
Yes.
understand their story a little
Right.
bit, to like really see God put you here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe kind of figuring that out, like why did I meet this person? Everybody's a
Yes.
reflection of you, right? It's
Yes.
to teach you something.
Yeah.
It's in something in some
Teach you
shape or form.
patience.
Patience, man. So if that's the
That's
case, when you
good.
meet someone, instead of being so quick to judge, maybe
Yes.
just kind of like taking a step back, like, how can I be of service to this person?
Ooh,
How can I
that's
help this
such a
person?
good reminder.
Because you just never know.
Yeah. You
You
don't.
never know.
Yeah, that's so good. Thank you for sharing that.
My pleasure.
And
Thank you
then
for
another
asking that. I
thing,
love that.
yeah. Another thing too that we're doing, guys, is in our Christian talking point, I'm having my guests choose choose a card, any random
Okay.
card, and then you get to read it out loud and answer it for us.
Wowzers.
And if you're not comfortable with that, you could always choose another card. You're good.
Okay, so this one says, do you believe in random chance? Wow, that's a good one.
That is a good one, because like, how do you
I
answer
usually got
that?
an answer for everything, okay? And for me to like, do I believe in random chance? I do.
I love that.
I do.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
feel like,
yeah.
when you're put in situations when things happen, it could be very random, and but I think honestly, God He's put you there for a reason.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason for every interaction that you have.
You just talked about it. Someone,
Yeah.
right?
Like we sometimes just ignore it, like, oh, that person was strange, or oh my
Yeah.
God, like what? And it was like, it wasn't random.
Right.
It wasn't, it was supposed to happen for a
Yeah.
reason. I hope I answered that the right way.
No,
but
you
in my
did.
mind, I'm thinking like, yeah, I for sure believe in random chances. I do
Like
believe.
a divine appointment type of thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
divine intervention or something.
You just never know. You
Yes.
just never know. So I think the main thing is like always talking to God before you do anything.
That's good. That's such a good reminder.
Just always in everything that you do, make sure that you put Him a part of the plan.
Ooh, that's so good.
Because if you prayed over it, you're good.
Yeah. And you said it too earlier that God orchestrates everything.
Yeah.
So random chance, He orchestrated that.
Yeah, that
He
was
orchestrated this.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
It's funny. I had months ago, I was thinking to myself, I was like, I said something about being on a podcast.
Wow.
I don't remember the specifics of it, but I was like, oh, it'd be like kind of cool to be like on a podcast and
Okay.
like share my story. And
look at that. Do you want to tell our viewers how we connected? Like, was it last month?
yeah, it was last month at an event for work.
Yeah.
And Melissa approached me and we said our highs because we've obviously seen each other through work pretty often. And she was like, I'm doing a podcast. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so awesome. And like, I love that for you.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
so cool. And she's like, do you want to be a guest? And I'm like, tell me more. So talk to me about it. And then, you told me about with the podcast, and like, I don't know if I hear anything about God being in the midst of it, like I'm there. I feel like
Yes.
that was for God. Like God was like, hey, I want you in the midst of this. And you know, you have like a really beautiful spirit, a very energy about you.
That's
And
all God. Thank you.
so when you asked, I 1000% was like a little nervous
Yeah, yeah,
immediately,
yeah,
but
yeah.
as you just kind of talked about it, your podcast, I was like, I 100% want to be a part of that. Like
Oh my
any way that I
gosh.
can. I just have to put my little nerves to the side, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. That's normal.
we just put that to the side. But
Yes.
I 100. You just have like this really beautiful spirit about you,
Oh, you're so
and
sweet.
I was like, yeah, 100%.
Thank you, Jazz. I couldn't do
Yeah,
this without my guests,
yeah,
without you guys coming on, saying yes, your obedience, and you guys just trusting me through, of course, the grace of God,
yeah,
and being vulnerable and sharing your guys' stories.
yeah,
Without you guys, Compassion Diaries would not be here,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Thanks for having this platform.
Oh
This is
my
a
gosh,
really
thank
amazing
you.
platform to have. You set this up really beautifully.
Thank
And like I
you.
was watching a few of the other ladies' stories, and it was encouraging to me. You know,
Oh,
it was encouraging just to kind of hear their stories that,
yes.
you know, none of us are perfect, but this is
Yeah.
how we overcame that.
Yes.
Sometimes we get it broken down to the smallest of the smallest piece for God
Yes.
to just like really do something really amazing.
That's
So I
right.
love that you even have this platform, and I
Thank you,
pray
girl.
that it goes millions and trillions of
Ooh.
people, because we need more platforms like this, so
Wow.
that will encourage us, and that can be like, okay, instead of watching the news and all the sad stuff that happens in
Right?
the news, like in the
Yeah.
morning, put on Compassion Diaries on.
I
Listen,
love
listen to Compassion
that.
Diaries. Get your day going. Listen to something
Ooh.
positive that's going to encourage you, so that
Wow, that's
you
so
go on
good.
your day like, oh yeah,
Mm.
I remember they said that on Compassion Diaries this morning. Like, yeah, like being
Wow.
positive. Like, that's what we need. So thank you for creating this
Amen.
platform and being obedient. And I'm sure it was like a little like nervous or scary
Yes.
going into it, but just like not feeding into that and just keep
Right.
moving past that. So that's
Thank
really
you, girl.
awesome.
Your words of encouragement mean so much to me.
Yeah.
You know, and just like how I'm encouraging you with your book and all, that was me too in the beginning of this. And look, God says season 2, let's go.
Let's do it.
You know?
Yeah. How does
Look
that
at
feel?
that.
Season
Oh my
2.
God. It feels like a dream. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, Lord, how? Like, I literally was talking to a friend the other day. God placed something on her heart. And she's like, how, Lord? I don't got time. But I said, may our prayer not tell God, like, Lord, we don't have time. May we say, Lord, we have time for you. Just give us the margin to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So don't know how, but it's all God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just take
girl.
it one step at a time.
That's it.
And it just happens.
Yeah.
So,
His
yeah.
word says he sustains us, right?
Yeah.
So he's sustaining me.
Amen.
Yes,
I love
girl.
that for you. I love
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much, Jasmine, for coming on.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh my gosh, of course. I can't wait for this story to go out there.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch and
I'm
see,
super
girl.
excited. Yeah.
Watch and see. Does your mom know you're coming on and your best friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a by nature pretty like private person,
Okay.
and so I didn't want to say anything at first,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I gotta start sharing. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
allow people to love you. You gotta allow people
Yes.
to support you.
Yes.
And I'm a very much so like, oh, I'll just do it. I don't need to ask for too much. And I was like, no, like I'm doing rewiring my brain. I'm
There
doing
you
things a
go.
little bit
There
different.
you go.
So I started asking my sister this morning if
Yes.
she can come. I told my
love
mom.
that.
My mom said some really encouraging things. My best friend sent me all the love text messages before I
See?
came. And I was
Yes.
like, I don't know why.
Look, and those that are true from what I've learned too in my walk, those that are true to you, right, will love you no matter what for who you are in your
Yeah.
ugliest, in your prettiest,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
They won't judge you. They will love you for who you are,
Yeah.
right? God doesn't look at the outside, he looks at the inside.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, when I was writing down, like just preparing for today, God just reminded me to Jasmine in Isaiah 42:16, and this is for you. And it says, "And I will lead the blind in a way that they do not know, in paths that they have not known, and I will guide them. I will turn the darkness before them into light, the rough places into level ground. These are the things I do, and I do not forsake them. So when you said that God is silent, me not knowing your story yet,
Yeah.
and I say, Lord, give me a verse that I could share with my guests. Isaiah 42:16.
Yeah.
In your quiet time, just meditate on that.
Yeah.
Because even though when God seems silent,
Yeah.
He's there because He's sovereign and He has you in the palm of your hands, of
Yeah.
His hands.
Absolutely.
Yeah, girl.
100%. I received that. And I'm gonna pray on that one tonight. I'm really am. That's a good
Good.
structure. I needed that reminder.
Good.
So thank you so much
You're welcome,
for
girl.
sharing that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate all you guys' love out there. Again, if this story has blessed you, please don't hoard it. Share it, like it, subscribe it, share with your friends and family. We appreciate all the love. And don't forget, guys, that God is faithful. Be encouraged and God
God
bless.
bless.
What's up, friends? Thank you so much for taking your time in watching Jasmine's pod with us today. Truly appreciate your support. I just want to come on here and really just talk about the book that she wrote, The Single Season. Jazz, I am so proud of you, friend. I adored your book. I appreciate and honor you for your boldness, for this obedience in the season that you walked in. Your story, your realness, right? Your authenticity, your vulnerability, your transparency spoke to me, and I know it spoke to so many other of your friends and families that have read this book. What really spoke out to me, Jasmine, and to those that have purchased this book and who will be purchasing this book, if I may share briefly, is chapters 4 for the woman that's craving clarity from God, and chapter 9 for the woman who's soft but not silent. See, I used to be in a season as well where I was single, raising 2 kids. So I knew the walk that you were also going through. But in that season, I needed clarity and I didn't have a relationship with God. In that season, I was silent and I felt like I couldn't speak up. And what really spoke out to me from just chapter 4 alone is, when was the last time? I love, by the way, the reflective pauses. When was the last time you were real with God? Right? Many times we don't know how to speak to God, or we only know the religious ways to pray to God, but God already knows our heart. God already knows our thoughts before we even speak of it, right? And it says here, not polite, not formal, just be honest. Just be honest with God. Right now I'm going through the whole year of the Bible through Daily Audio Bible. And right now we're in the book of Job, right? What I have been filled with the story of Job is his honesty with God. And if you know the story of Job, he lost everything. Lost everything. Even his own wife was cursing him and cursing our God, right? But you'll see in his story what God did for him at the end. So I encourage you to check out the book of Job. Lastly, chapter 9, in regards to silent, right? Being silent but not soft. What I really adored here, excuse me, because in the preparation of me becoming a wife to my husband now, after my single season, is how you put it, Jazz, the submission piece. I didn't know how to submit. I was a single mom raising my kids, and I didn't submit to no one. I didn't want to submit anymore because the submission I was in prior to this first marriage was not good. That's a whole nother story. But in my walk and in the biblical order, we are called to submit to our husbands. So many times we could be selfish. Many times we could be insecure where our walls are up. So I love the fact that you spoke boldly in that chapter about wives preparing our hearts to be in the biblical order to submit to our husbands. So Jasmine, again, I honor you, girl. May God exceedingly and abundantly bless you with more than you could ever ask or think. May the overflow and the abundance, not the lack, come. And may He continue to use you mightily more than you could ever ask or think. So thank you, girl, again for your boldness. Again, guys, for those that are watching, I will attach the link below. I purchased mine on Amazon. Literally came the next day. The Single Season by your author, Jasmine Breaux. God bless.